Leader of the opposition Allen Chastanet believes the SLP administration should allow a referendum to decide whether St. Lucia should replace the London-based Privy Council with the Caribbean Court of Justice as the final appellate court. Prime Minister Philip J. Pierce says St. Lucia can accede to the CCJ through a two-thirds parliamentary majority which his government now enjoys with 15 of the 17 seats. The ex-Prime Minister, on the other hand, who declined to articulate the UWP stance on the constitutionality of the process, recommends a popular vote.
First of all, I'm not prepared at this point to have a party's position as to whether he's required to have a referendum or not. But I would be surprised that a government that was elected on the platform of putting people first and has confidence in what the people have to say, that on something as important as this, that he would not want to have a referendum. So what's the fear?
Established in 2005 and headquartered in Trinidad and Tobago, the CCJ settles disputes between CARICOM member states and serves as the highest court of appeal on civil and criminal matters for Barbados, Belize, Dominica and Guyana. Chastanet argues that such a significant undertaking here requires a plebiscite.
Why wouldn't you want to have a referendum on something as important as this decision? And so if in fact the fear is that people would not be informed enough and may make the wrong decision, then that's an indictment against the government. And I don't think that that should be used as the excuse. I think that on important issues like this, that there should be a referendum by the people, but whether legally a referendum is required, I need more consultation within the party to give a final determination on that.
While all CARICOM members use the CCJ as a court of original jurisdiction for interpretation and application of the treaty establishing CARICOM, several, including St. Lucia, do not employ the CCJ as the court of final appeal in civil and criminal cases. Prime Minister Philip J. Pierce is determined to fulfill the SLP's campaign promise to replace the Privy Council with the CCJ, with dialogue already in full swing.
I think the consultation's already begun. I mean, so the fact is that there was a presentation to Parliament by the CCJ. I would imagine that similarly civil society would be included, but civil society is not the people. As I said, the current government was elected on putting people first and having confidence and trust in the people's decision. This is an important decision that we would have to make. And I think that the people should be consulted, and I think that people should be given an opportunity to have their say through a referendum.
It should be noted that OECS Court of Appeal ruled that the government of St. Lucia does not require a referendum to join the Caribbean Court of Justice. Back in 2013, the Kenny Anthony-led administration and eminent jurists here sought the advice of the courts to determine whether there is an error in the Constitution. The issue arose after the then Attorney General and other jurists sought clarification from the courts to indicate whether there were any flaws in certain sections of the Constitution and if this would preclude the process of referendum. The court sided with the government's assertion that the error prevents the abolishment of the Privy Council through referenda. This guides the process in a possible bid by St. Lucia to replace the London-based Privy Council with the CCJ as the final appellate court. Joachim Duplessis, HTS News Force.